What's up, you guys? It's Zamara, and tonight I bring one of those topics in which I dwell into the past a little bit and compare it to what my present has provided. I was thinking about how when I was a kid, I used to think that I would be a teacher. Like, no matter what, that was like the very first thing I said I would do. Probably because I thought that I was going to follow my mother's footsteps, and I just enjoyed everything that she did, from working with parents to having different kids, and she focused primarily on the first grade level. Um, so I remember my first grade year, and that was one of my best years as a child, but at the same time, it would get sour here and there because that's when your discipline is being defined and whatnot. And I felt like it was a frustrating period from time to time because there were times in which I wasn't in the mood necessarily for learning, and I just wanted to either play or just be at home or things like that. So presently, I am not even thinking about becoming a teacher. In a sense, I lost all interest in it, and it's because I realized that I am a teacher, but I don't have to be in the setting that's provided traditionally, which would be like a classroom, and then you have your role, and you also have a list of students and your curriculum. And I mean, if I had to pick a topic to focus on as a teacher, it would have been science, of course. But at the same time, what turned me off so much about becoming a teacher when I got older was that I had no idea about the political aspect of it. I didn't really understand what it meant to actually teach, and do that for a living. And then everything that my mother would do, and I would see her stress as well, it all made sense. And it still makes sense now as an adult. If anything, I keep piecing together more things, and I am just glad that I decided to not pursue that, because honestly, I feel like it would have disabled me from experiencing other things, experimenting with other things that I currently do. And I feel like I wouldn't feel as accomplished as I am starting to feel now. And my current job is not even, it's not really a career like that. But I have learned so much, and I feel like having gone to college to focus on becoming a teacher wouldn't have given me the opportunities that I have had doing what I'm doing to learn about life in general. Like some skills that you just gotta obtain on your own, and no educational institution can really prepare you for. So, yeah, you guys, am I bummed out that I ended up not being a teacher compared to how I used to think about it when I was younger? Not at all. Um, I mean, like I said, I enjoy what my life is looking like right now. It's only going to get better because I'm working on it. And at the same time, I'm also learning to have my own identity and not really be following what someone else did. Like, just because my mom was a great teacher doesn't guarantee that I am going to be a great teacher myself. Because believe it or not, where you might see me, I struggle with kids. And what that means is I have like a fluctuating opinion about them. Sometimes I like them. Most of the time I like the idea of them. But normally I'm not known for having patience with them, and not everybody is born to do that, to work like that. So that's why I'm just giving my time. I'm giving myself time before I even have kids of my own. And at the same time, working with kids on a daily basis is something that for me would get old rapidly. Because I'm one of those people who gets bored quickly when something becomes repetitive. And even though every school year would be different and every student would be different, the setting, being trapped inside of a building for like 9 hours a day, is not my ideal thing to do. I like to have freedom. I like to get up and go out and be out sometimes. And also having what I like to call a banker schedule, which is something like 9 until 5 or like 7 until 4, which is usually what most teachers get. That's not appealing. I like my hours to change here and there. And also for me to have days in which I have the morning to do something with it, or I have nighttime to be busy or stuff like that. So it's many things that I didn't consider, because as a child you just see, oh, it looks cool to be a teacher, or but when you really learn what the implications are, then yeah, your opinion changes here and there. All right, you guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. What did you guys want to be when you were young? Did you get to do what you said you wanted to be? Or did you have a complete change of opinion like I did? Or just what was your past looking like when you were looking at the future, and what did the future turn out for you? I want to know. All right, see you soon.